It looks like this week consists entirely of videos that are going to get me burned at the stake. Prepare yourselves, everyone, because I'm about to diss both Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. Hi everyone, welcome to the Book Cafe. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you're a veteran, welcome back, and you already know what we do. Today I'm going to be talking about a book that's very near and dear to a lot of fantasy readers. Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett's Good Omens, which has recently been turned into a TV series starring my favorite doctor, David Tennant. Gaiman is a very inventive writer. Last week we reviewed his A Study in Emerald, which I found to be a particularly intriguing concept. If you've never heard of Neverwhere, it's definitely a fun idea. And he does a lot of things with his writing that a lot of people wouldn't expect. Now, on the list of things that are going to get me shot, Good Omens is the only thing I've ever read by Terry Pratchett. So I can't really compare this to Discworld or anything else. All I have to compare this with is American Gods, A Study in Emerald, Neil Gaiman, more or less. So let's take a stab at it. Good Omens is, to start with, really funny. It's about the biblical apocalypse, except that the demons lose track of the Antichrist at birth, and he's raised as a normal child, while the demons are continually scrambling to figure out where he went. Meanwhile, the angel Aziraphale and the demon Crowley have both decided that they like life on Earth too much to allow Judgment Day to happen. So they start working together to try and find the Antichrist before their respective armies can, and head off Armageddon before it can actually begin. Overall, this is a very funny book. You get the tone starting from the character page when it mentions Crowley, an angel who did not fall so much as saunter vaguely downwards. From there you get such things as a witch who told accurate prophecies but didn't understand them, so she had no idea what she meant when she said, "Don't buy Betamax," in the 16th century. A demonic portal built out of London's freeways. The Horseman Famine being a celebrity dietitian. And overall just a weird commentary on modern Western culture, especially that of England. The book manages to skew back and forth between drama and ridicule, without losing track of either one. Every single character is one you're going to fall in love with. However, I'll be honest, most people say this book is an instant classic. I nearly forgot it existed, because I cannot stand the way Neil Gaiman writes endings. I found American Gods to be a horrific anticlimax. And the same applies here. The way it ends is so unsatisfying, and I don't think it's Pratchett, because American Gods ends the exact same way. Because of the ending, the whole of the book, every bit of build-up up to that point, ends up being pretty much pointless. It ends in a deus ex machina that should not have been allowed to happen. And to be honest, I find that it detracts from the overall quality of the book so badly. It's like when you bomb the final exam and your grade in a class goes from an A to a C. If you want to enjoy Good Omens, don't read the ending. It will ruin your ability to enjoy the book, and it will ruin your remembrance of it. That said, I think Aziraphale and Crowley are two of the best characters ever put to the written word, and I would pay significant amounts of money to see a series of sequels just consisting of them. Honestly, I think the two of them deserve a story away from the whole Antichrist plot. And had the Antichrist been simply a story element and not a character in his own right, I think the book would have been 18 times better. Good Omens is well written, it's got great characters, the idea is great, but because of the way the plot doesn't quite fit, I have to put this by it used. It's an easy read, it's a fun read, but it does not live up to the hype. Now, I know a bunch of you are going to disagree with me, so feel free to debate me in the comments. Or recommend your favorite Discworld book. I've got to start somewhere, might as well take suggestions. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to show it by clicking the like button. Click here to subscribe, or here to watch more videos like this from the Book Cafe. As I mentioned, we're going to be doing 2 videos a week, so be sure to tune in on Wednesday for our next video. Until then, read good fantasy.